Zsa Zsa's
Scott,
daughter.
there is no larger picture. Believe me,
I
there is
want-
absolutely no larger
maybe
picture.
not a larger picture, but an issue. This woman is a successful
How do we
physician.
know? Oh, the daughter. Yes, successful physician.
With I expect some assets. Should she get married at all? I mean, does that make sense for her to marry someone if she has all these assets and now she's going to, I mean, she could divorce the person later and have to split them all. I mean, I don't know that she should get married at all.
Well, the daughter's a doctor.
Yeah.
So she obviously spent a lot of time.
So now wait a minute. So now we're
Studying.
against the institution of marriage. Now
Well,
look, if
in
we're
this case-
Well, no.
well, wait a minute.
I'm just
Okay, I
saying-
understand. So Scott, what you're saying is basically that she has assets, and as someone
Yes.
with assets, so are you basically saying? Would you say the same for men then? A man
Oh,
who has
absolutely.
money. Okay, so
Absolutely.
you don't believe in the institution of marriage.
Well, I would say, well, let me explain it this way. It's a contract that there's no benefit for the person who has a lot of assets.
And I'm cynical. I'm the guy who basically has a bad attitude and is cynical. Is that what I heard earlier in the show? That basically I've got a bad attitude and I'm cynical.
Yes, I said that.
Right, because of the fact that I happen to get a little success in life, or you get a little success in life, that has to rule out marriage, because every woman you're going to meet is going to be after that money, and Lord knows you can't chance having that financial problem.
Well, why must she get married?
Yes, I know you were married 2 years, you got divorced, you lived with somebody
Yeah.
25
Yeah,
years!
27 total.
Yeah.
But my question is, why should she get married?
Well,
she
because
finds
if you
them
fall in love with somebody,
Yes.
and you want to create a life with somebody,
Yes.
in this society, and that's dependent on if you feel that this society is something you're a part of or want to partake
Absolutely.
in what this
Absolutely.
society basically says. And look, I'm not sure you're wrong in that the idea of marriage may not be
For everyone.
for everyone. However, the idea that you choose not to get married
Yes.
because of financial reasons, to
Yes.
me, has real problems. I think that, first of all, you can be having a prenuptial agreement if you're worried about your assets being taken.
Well, they don't always hold up.
All right. Is this personal experience?
No, it's just I understand that they're
Okay.
not always rock.
I guess
solid.
for me, and the reason I said earlier that it's like a needle in a haystack trying to find somebody who's the right person for you. For me, the idea is I want someone who I don't have to worry about that crap with. I want someone who basically is connected with me. I have a saying. You know, they always say you shouldn't lend money to friends, or you always have to make sure you have a contract, even if you lend money to friends. I think that's a load of crap. My feeling is if I'm asked to borrow money, or a friend's asked to borrow money from me, if I feel that I need a contract in order to lend that money, I'm not lending the money anyway. To me, contracts and legal stuff is the absolute end. It's the worst end of the spectrum. It's the kind of thing that no matter what situation you have, if you sign a contract, if you need to enforce that contract, doesn't mean there aren't times you want a contract and you have to enforce it. But if you need to enforce a contract, both parties lose anyway. If you can't reasonably come to terms just on the basis of a reasonableness and a sense of trying to work it out so it's within the intent, then in that case you both lose anyway. And all I was saying is that when my ex-wife and I split up, we worked it out. Neither of us was out to like completely devastate the other person or
But
to
you guys-
financially grab everything. We were there
But
saying,
don't you think you
what's
guys,
fair?
Don't you guys think you're the exception
Yes.
to the rule,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the rule?
I agree with you. We were the exception to the rule, and everybody I talk to says that too. However, that's why it's so important that before you find the right person and as you're looking and as you're getting to know somebody, it's not just the hormones that go wild when you meet somebody. You have to truly know who that person is. And then when you truly know who the person is and you connect, yes, you can be wrong, and yes, you can be fooled. But my feeling is if you've done the emotional work to really understand who that person is and who you are, you're more likely to have A, a successful relationship, and B, less fears of the type you voiced.